Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. True Rip Media is the channel, but I'm going to go over to Jermaine Unfiltered, I think. Teenager murdered in her bedroom and mum stabbed in brutal scenes in Wales is the name of the video on True Rip Media. Um, I'm not going to really play the video. I don't believe it was a migrant or anything like that. An 18-year-old has been arrested. The teenager has died. The mum's in hospital. Again, it could be some sort of domestic. Maybe the teenager was dating the youngster. I don't know. I don't really know the background to it. But it was just kind of, it links into there's a migrant in this Jermaine Unfiltered video, or a foreign delivery driver has walked into an MP's house, is the news on the grapevine. Um, Again, it's what he was up to, I don't know. And again, he's maybe just opening the door to put the package in. But I mean, he shouldn't be doing that. Do you know what I mean? But different countries, different cultures, maybe they do. But still, it's Britain, and it's not the done thing, and it's the last thing you want. And as Jermaine shows here in this video, there's been quite a few attacks by delivery drivers on people throughout the country. So, basically, like again, the other reason I'm making this is because at in this video, which links into the previous video, well, somebody can break into your house, and apparently that's a civil matter. The police, it's not to do with the police. If somebody enters your home and, well, maybe if they break in, but if they just enter your home, it's a civil matter, and the police can't do anything about it. So, well, firstly, lock your doors would be the lesson here. Lock your doors. I mean, I've always locked my doors, to be honest. I've never left my doors unlocked. Lock your doors, but again, what kind of shit show is this? That people can just walk in your house and it's not a crime, and what once they're in there, again, as there's actually a video here of CCTV footage down the line, and some horrific scenes, to be honest. A Romanian breaks in and there's three women. He knocks a grandma out. Like he assaults three women. I'll play up until that point on the video, definitely. Well, yeah, just a list of a few attacks by delivery drivers. So kind of a warning as well. Keep your doors locked, and don't trust the delivery drivers for a lot of these companies.
So footage has emerged of an Amazon driver trespassing into a customer's home. Now the customer was actually British MP James Murdoch, who's a father of four children, and he's also associated with Nigel Farage and Reform UK. So first we'll take a look at this story, and then I'm going to tell you some more horrific stories about delivery drivers in the UK. So this is the footage of the incident. We'll take a look at that, and then we'll listen to what James Murdoch had to say about the situation. So yeah, he's at his front door. And he actually lets himself in. And he steps back out, but you can see the smirk on his face there, though. Let's just run it back again. But yeah, look at that. Look at the smirk on his face, like laughing, like it's funny. But anyway, James Murdoch went on to say, tonight an Amazon delivery driver let himself into my home. It was lucky that I was in the right place to confront him immediately. But it shocked me, and the question that keeps coming back to me is this: what if my wife or teenage daughter had been standing in my place? The footage is clear. The driver approaches the door. Breathing heavily, he checks the handle and pushes his way inside. I don't know what his intentions were, and that is exactly the point. I contacted the police. Their exact words were, trespass is a civil matter. There's nothing we can do. A senior officer on shift confirmed it. So let's be absolutely honest with the public. Under current law, if a stranger walks into your house, the police may not attend. At a time when delivery companies are hiring thousands of temporary drivers, who is turning up at our doors? Now,
Yeah. So again, lock your doors. Be wary of delivery drivers. I mean, not them all. You can't blanket them all. There's a lot of deliveries every day, and there isn't that many attacks, to be fair. But it's a possibility. Again, this has happened. People have been attacked. But definitely just lock your doors anyway now. You know what I mean? It's not the '60s here. It's not the '60s. This isn't Britain. This isn't the Britain you remember. Lock your doors.
the interesting question is this the first time a delivery driver has entered somebody's house in the UK? No, it's happened many times before. The first story is this from June of 2025. It says men delivering TV unit sexually assaulted girl 14. Two delivery men who sexually assaulted a 14-year-old girl who was home alone, leaving her crying hysterically, have been jailed. It happened in Preston, Lancashire, when Sadnam Singh 28 and Navjot Singh 26 were delivering a television unit which the girl's mother had bought from an online auction site. So these two absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, people like this, thieves, and they're opportunists. Do you know what I mean? They're opportunists. So they've knocked on the door, seen that the lass is on her own at home, and they've took the opportunity, haven't they? So again, I mean, oh, how do you combat this? Well, you kick them all out, but I mean, how you do that is going to be a fucking one hell of a civil war, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, how do you defend against that? You know what I mean? There's no, she was at home alone. There's no parents. Again, attacked her delivering a TV. I mean, that's the other side of it. They're delivering something for somebody, for a company, or for somewhere. They're doing the delivery. There is some sort of traceable the way to them, and then they've still done it. Do you know what I mean? They've still done it. So if, there's no hope really. These people will attack you. I mean, the scenes of that he shows you down here is unreal. Of somebody breaking into someone's house.
Absolutely disgusting scumbags were delivering a TV at a woman's home, and they decided to rape the 14-year-old girl in her home. Here's another story. Delivery driver who sexually assaulted woman in her Doncaster home jailed, and this was in 2024. It says a food delivery driver who sexually assaulted a woman in her home has been jailed. Denise Barim, 26, asked to use the victim's toilet after taking food to her property in Doncaster. After returning downstairs, he repeatedly asked her for sex. When she refused, he grabbed her shoulder, causing her to fall backwards. The next.
Yeah, so he's used the toilet excuses to get in her house, see if she's alone, and the fact that she's alone is again opportunity. He's took the opportunity to attempt all this. So another thing it would be as well. Don't let these people use your toilet or anything at all. Do you know what I mean? Although it's being very impolite. Look what could happen. So, I mean, what a shit show Britain has become. You know what I mean? You can't even get food delivered or something delivered without being attacked by one of these fucking creeps. So again, it's just again you can't blame every delivery driver. That's the problem. Again, there's plenty of delivery drivers I'm sure are all right because we get a lot of stuff delivered every day. But again, do you take the chance? You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be letting them use the toilet anyway. Well, then you just look like a dick in a way, don't you? Can you use the toilet? No. Why? Because I said, see ya. Well, you just look like a dick, but rather look like a dick than be fucking raped, I suppose, especially in a woman's position.
Next story is this one from 2023. Man sentenced to 6 years and 4 months in prison for the attempted rape of a woman in Portsmouth. And it goes on to say a Deliveroo driver has been sentenced to 6 years and 4 months in prison for the attempted rape of a woman in Portsmouth in February. I can't pronounce his name. 34 of Belmont Street appeared at Portsmouth Crown Court on Friday the 26th of May, having pleaded guilty to 1 count of attempted rape in connection with the incident which took place on Wednesday the 1st of February in 2023. Now this one is the most shocking, disgusting story. A delivery driver in Scotland actually raped a pregnant woman in her house in Scotland, and it goes on to say a food delivery driver who launched a terrifying sexual assault on a Glasgow Army veteran was using a rented Deliveroo account. Mohammed Faizan Khan subjected JJ, who asked to remain anonymous, to a sickening sexual attack which left her bleeding and which she believes was a factor in a pregnancy loss several days later.
Yeah, so again, this woman's lost a child after being raped by a delivery driver who was apparently renting the account. So, I mean, just don't be fucking lazy is a lesson, isn't it? Don't be lazy. Go get out the house and go and get your own food, possibly. But even then, you could get fucking attacked and stabbed on the street going for food at night. Do you know what I mean? And it gets dark quite early in winter. But again, I mean, how do it's basically what's the crap? Women alone can't order food now. But I mean, again, it's not everybody, but you've just got to be careful, haven't you? And again, this was a rented Deliveroo account or something like along them lines. And the awful part of it all is the woman lost a child through it all. Do you know what I mean? So imagine that. Like, it's unbelievable. Again, I'm not a woman, but I imagine that being absolutely horrific, to be honest. Not only do you get raped by a food delivery driver, but you lose your child. I mean, horrific, absolutely horrific. But that's Britain now. That was in Glasgow, apparently, but absolutely horrible. Hearing that, really, to be honest.
This disgusting animal was a delivery driver sexually assaulted a pregnant woman who was an army veteran and she lost the baby. Now, this is another shocking story. A Romanian migrant pretending to be an Amazon driver broke into a woman's house. He attacked a grandmother and two women in the house as well. And the story says bogus Amazon courier jailed for attack on Luton family. And this is some of the footage here. He basically posed as an Amazon delivery driver. Then he walks into the house. He assaulted a grandmother, he assaulted a young girl, and he also assaulted the auntie as well. And this man was Romanian. So it happened in 2019, this story. But it's only
Foreigner fatigue, you may find what happened next upsetting. He knocks the grandmother out. He punches the woman who comes down the stairs. He's attacking the woman who answered the door. I mean, horrific scenes. Again, imagine what these women went through. And this man, and he's not a small man, busts his way into the house. I mean, he's knocked the grandma out. She's out cold on the fucking kitchen floor here. So I don't know how the women got out of this or how it ended, but I mean, he's been caught and he's jailed. This was happening in Luton. But a more just horrific scenes.
it just came out. It only came out in 2021. So this section, yeah, you can see the grandmother. He assaulted the grandmother and knocked her out unconscious. And then he dragged the young woman into the room there as well. And then another woman walks downstairs. The auntie comes down to see what's going on. And he assaulted her. He struck her in the head with an object, which you can see here now. So yeah, shocking, absolutely shocking story. And this story says and this is a picture of the guy here.
Yeah, he's not a small guy, as you can see. Again, absolutely shocking scenes. He's knocked the grandma out. He drags the lass who answered the door into the kitchen. And then he smashes the auntie who comes downstairs to see what's going on in the head. So another horrific incident, to be honest. Again, I mean, I didn't know about any of these. That's the other side of this. I didn't know about any of them till. That's why I'm making the video as well, because I didn't know about any of these. And you might not watch Jermaine Unfiltered. Again, there was this. This is a really good channel. This True Brit Media, to be honest. He's right up to date with the news on the street. Again, this is somebody's entered house and killed a teenager and a mum. An 18-year-old, but I would suspect that's something to do with, like, maybe they went out, that there were a couple or something, similar age. I don't know, but I'm assuming that. And this guy, Romanian, though, as we see him, broke into that house, knocked the grandmother out. I mean, I don't know how it's ended, and I'll play the end and see if it tells us.
Says a robber who savagely attacked two women and a teenage girl in their home after posing as an Amazon driver has been jailed, and his name's Sandel Hornier, 36, and he was a Romanian national living in Luton. More stories. Here's another story from Spain. It says Amazon customer says delivery driver she found masturbating in her bedroom returned to her home. So a British woman living in Spain.
Yeah, it's even going on abroad, although I've noticed when I'm abroad, they don't seem to be as, when I was in Spain and I've been in Turkey, they don't seem to be as pinned on Amazon as we are. Like, they're massively, like, there's loads of shops, they're all open and full and busy, and there just doesn't seem to be this big pin on, I mean, I went to tourist areas, obviously. There doesn't seem this big pin on Amazon as much in other countries. Our high streets are fucking dead because we've killed them all. But everybody else's high streets aren't too bad, so there's a lesson for us, but will we listen? No. But again, there's no shops left to go and get the stuff from, so you kind of have to go to Amazon's catch 22 now. So Jermaine Unfiltered is the channel. Again, real good channel. True Brit Media, another good channel. Again, I just thought I'd mention, there's more to the video if you want to watch the rest of it. I've only played, there's another, some more, be more incidents, I would imagine. And we're back to the guy at the start who walked in the MP's house, round in a full circle. So, again, lock your doors in general. If you're women, be very, very careful when you're getting deliveries. That's it. Well, that seems to be the way of it. You know what I mean? It's all been women that are attacked here. So yeah, lock your doors and just let them leave the delivery on the doorstep. I mean, half of the time they'll throw it in the fucking garden. You don't know where it's at. So why they want to come in your house is another fucking. You know what I mean? Time to piss off. Just leave it by the bin where you normally leave it in the fucking rain, pal. So yeah, be careful. Be careful is the lesson, I think, and especially if you're a woman. And again, but food deliveries as well. Like, how the fuck were you not supposed to eat now? I don't, you know what I mean? And again, you kind of have to take the food delivery because you want to eat the food. So catch 22. Again, I wouldn't know what the solution is, to be honest. Again, don't order food, make your own food is probably the solution. So there we go. Welcome to Britain, Bragwash Britain. I'll leave it there. Peace.